So you want to turn this into this. So stick around as I'll be showing you how to create a data entry form in Microsoft Word just right after the intro. So before we proceed any further, I would like to emphasize on the fact that you check that video description for important links mentioned in this video. So I'll be showing you two ways to enter data in Microsoft Word forms. So the first method is very easy and it's kind of limited. So to enter data to create a data entry form in Microsoft Word, once you've entered your data just as so, and you want this to be entered or to be formatted as a data entry, you just want to select all of these text just as so. You right click on it and then you click on this paragraph. Okay, but before I take you to these steps, let me show you how this might kind of look if you try doing things in a traditional way. So let's say I want to enter an undersign here just to create a blank space just as so. I go to the next line, do the same thing just as so. To the next line, do the same thing. If you take note, you notice that the lines don't actually end at the same point. Okay, this is way backward, this is way kind of in the middle, and this is way forward than the others. So for us to avoid all of these mistakes in Microsoft Forms, in data entry forms, you just want to take off all of these undersigns you've typed. Okay, you highlight all of this text just as so, right click on it, click on paragraph. Now you come to these tabs here, click on it. Here you have to enter a value. The value that you'll be entering here will be either in inches or in centimeters. This value is going to equal the length of the line of the blank space line that we are going to be entering or that we'll be needing. So the longer the length, the more it's going to be inconvenient for us. So we want to keep this short. If yours is in inches, you can easily notice by the default tab stops here. You can see this double quote here. It just indicates that the value is in inches. Okay, so I want to enter something that is kind of short. Let's say 3 or something 3.5, just as so. And then once you're here, you want to click on this. You make sure that in the letters tab you select this 4, which indicates the undersign. You can select the one that you want. There are different styles. There's a dot, there's the little the sign, and there's the undersign. Okay, so you can go in for this one, which is kind of classic, or go in for this other one here. Let me just go for the undersign for the purpose of this tutorial, and then you want to click on set. Once you click on that set, you see the unit coming out here. If it is centimeters, you see cm. Now that it is in inches, you see this double quote here. So just want to click on OK. Once that is set, now comes the magic. So to make this to come up here, you just click on your tabs key on your keyboard, and there we go. Come to the next line, tabs key, it ends at the same spot. Come to the next line, you strike the tabs key, and it comes just as so. You go to the next line, and it goes just as so. So this is the basic way, or this is the first method that you can use to enter data entry form. But the limitation I was talking about here comes when you want to enter data. Okay, let's say you want to enter, if this form is to be printed in a hard copy, there shouldn't be any issue with this one. But if it is to send over to someone to provide, or to send over data, to send back data to you in the same form, it's going to be kind of a hassle, because if I click on it, you can see that if I want to type here, you can just see how chunky this can be. Okay, so to fix this, we have to clear all of this and continue to the next method. So for our second method, we'll be using tables. We'll be inserting tables into the form. So you just come to this insert tab just here, and then you click on table. This should show the table output right here. Now you have to select the number of rows and columns that you want to enter. Since a number table that requires data typically needs 2 rows or 2 columns, I beg your pardon, you have to select go to 2 columns just as so. And then here I want to enter a 6 row. I need a 6 row table actually, because if we count the data that is already in the form here, we see that there is it requires 6. So just click on that and let the table appear just as so. So let me type all of this data in here real quick. So there we have our data entered in the table. So I want this to be in the right, I want the alignment to be on the right side. So just highlight all of this section right here. You can select the alignment either from this section here. Okay, so I'm going to send this one to the right just as so, and there we go. If you want, you can make it to be bold, okay, or you can capitalize the whole stuff. You can make this to be bold. Now for some of us, this should already do the game, but if you want to make this even way stylish and classic, you need to continue watching the video. Okay, so what the next step that we need to do right here is to remove this border right here. Okay, we need to take off this border that's making this to be kind of traditional. So to remove this border right here, you can just click on this content type here to select everything, and then you should see the remove border here. But if you don't see it, which is my case, there's a pretty keyboard shortcut that you can use to make this done. That is the Control plus Alt plus U key. Okay, so as I've selected all of these, I just click Control Alt plus U, and it takes off the border just as so. Okay, it has taken off the border, the table's border, and we can enter information if you want already. But say that you don't want to type in that, you don't want to use a shortcut, there's another way that you can imply. Okay, so once you've selected the table entirely, just click on this here, this border style here, click on the drop down, and then you just select no borders. It is way easy just as so. So we've removed the border. We want to unselect everything. Now we need to work on the data entry column. Okay, we have 2 columns here. This is the data entry column where we enter data. Okay, so you just want to select everything there, all the lines. Make sure the left border, the left column isn't selected just as so, and then again we still come to this border right here. Now we're going to select these borders and shading. Now we just let all of this be. Okay, you can select the one that you want. Okay, this style, you can select either this undersign, this other one, or any other one of your choice. Okay, as for the undersign that we showed earlier, I'm just going to select this one as a style. For the color, you can select the color for the undersign, or you can just select the color that suits you, but I'll let this one to be automatic. You can select blue, green, orange, blue sky, anything of your choice. With you let it be as it is. Okay, and then now we come to this preview section here. This is where we see everything. So you want to make sure that you select these two, the second and the last options. Okay, you see that this chunky stuff here, these bolded lines here, they are actually separated by this line. Okay, this line is actually the line that we are looking to work on. Okay, you see that it separates 2 data from each other. So you make sure that these 2 are selected, the second and the last option, the preview tab are selected, and then you select your style, the style that you want, and then from here you just click OK and let the magic to be done. Now here you can enter your information and just enter my name. Now you might see this clunky table here, these borders and everything, so you can easily get rid of it. It was just an issue at the level of the configuration, the border and style and shading configuration. So let's just return back there. Okay, we have this. So if you play along with these sections down here, you'll see that it has been taken off. Okay, the left and right borders have been taken off, and what we have left is just this border separating 2 data, which is way important. If you don't want the border separating those, you can just uncheck it from here. Okay, and if you want nothing to show at all, you just uncheck it from here. But let's just say we let it be this way because we want data to be entered on the undersign line. So just click on OK, and there you go. You've created your data entry form in Microsoft Word. So if you found this video actually helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell down below to not miss my upcoming content. Okay, I catch you in the next one.